Howdy, friends. I've been talking to God, and I had been asking God for a long time to speak to me clearly, loudly. I know He says that my sheep hear my voice and that He doesn't need to speak loudly. He will, just speak soft and calm. But I had been begging Him to speak loudly, to where beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's Him. And it was amazing. He answered it so much better than I would have ever imagined he would. And it took a while, but his timing's perfect. And this is probably one of the best days I've ever had in my life. My wife is also new to the godly things, and so she's very excited about it. And we had went to go to town, which is about 25 minutes to a half hour to get there from where we live. And our hill is a driveway, or our driveway is a hill. And when we went to go, our car died at the bottom of our driveway. And I couldn't push it back up the driveway, so our car is just sitting here off to the side of the road in front of our house. And we were stuck there for about 20 minutes, half hour, about as long as it would have took to get to town. And we have a grocery store here, but it's cheaper to go into town to get the groceries. So we're stuck and can't get the car to start, and I'm thinking it's a fuel pump because it's given a couple issues before, but usually once it's on flat ground, it'll start and keep going. Well, finally, I kept my cool the whole time. But right at the end, when I was starting to get agitated, a random man comes up. And he stops and helps us. And he knows everything there is to know about our car. Because his sister had so many of them, his mom had so many of them, so he's worked on a lot of them. So he knew everything there was to know about the car that we have. And he helped us get it started. And before he left, he asked if we wanted to exchange numbers. That way, if we ever have any more issues, that he'd be more than happy to come and help us out and try to get that car fixed up and going good for us. And then he revealed to us that his name is Adam. This is the first part of this story. All of a sudden, a man comes up. No one else really helped. Some neighbors helped me push the car off to the side. I'm so grateful for that too. But all of a sudden, a man that knows everything there is to know about my car and how to fix it, and his name is Adam. The first man's name was Adam. So we get the car going, and we run to a little shop that we have here in town to get a drink before we go. And we're thinking we're going to be okay. And we're sitting on an incline at a stoplight, and the car is starting to, and I'm trying to keep it going. And we got it, and it kept going. So I was like, no, we're still going to go to town. It's okay. We're on flat ground now. There's no more hills. And my wife gets my attention and tells me to look over. And I look over, and I know it didn't just pop out of nowhere and that it was already there. But it was just kind of funny how it happened, because then when I look back, road closed, stretching across the road that leads into town. And I looked at my wife. I said, okay, by this point, I'm telling you, God's just telling us don't go to town. Just don't go to town. So there was another off-road right there, road, and then the off-road. So we go there just to do a little loop around and go back in our hometown. And all of a sudden, we're in this little neighborhood. And my wife's side of the car, she's got a window down and everything. My wife's side of the car, all of a sudden gets splashed with water. And she's like got water all over her, and the car's got water all over. So it drew her attention to her side of the car. And she's sitting there like, what the heck was that? And she's laughing up a storm. And all of a sudden she starts freaking out like, you need to turn around. It's Jesus. Jesus is right there. You need to turn around. And I'm like, what? Okay. And sure enough, on a fence is this giant portrait of Jesus. And we were just so amazed, and we turned around and she's like, you're right, it's God. God is doing this. He's protecting us. And she was so excited. He spoke so loudly to us. And not only did he answer my prayer about speaking loudly to me, he spoke to her. And he helped her see, that he's here with us and he's taking care of us. So we ended up going to the Kroger's that we have here, and we spent a couple hundred in groceries. And sure enough, when we went to leave Kroger's, our car died in the parking lot. And we were stranded yet again. But now we're just stranded in our hometown, which is small, rather than a bigger city place that's further away. And locals here, a lot of us know each other. So it was just such a God day. And I just had to share this testimony because I thought it was just absolutely amazing. And it is by far going to be a memory that I cherish the rest of my life. And I just wanted to tell y'all and remind you that even when you don't see it, God's working for you and he's there. So I love y'all. God bless you.